Sibonile ke comrades ukuthi the system already has noticed ukuthi comrades are heading towards or maybe the country is heading towards a referendum. There are so many other issues that will start emanating, comrades and fellow Swazis, that will then try to taint or maybe ascend ukuthi bese sesicabanga ukuthi hayi no ngathi kuyasebenzela. Usatha ufika ama-issues ama-bribes, and many comrades are going to be deceived and many Swazis are going to be deceived, because the question that we need to be asking ourselves would see, why then should this be happening now? So as comrades, as we penetrate the ground, we are aware which the system and the regime, of course, will be trying by all possible means to then pretend as if suddenly they care about Emaswati. We therefore need not to only be smart about these comrades, but we also need to find a way of making sure we outsmart the system by being 10 steps ahead, if not 20 steps ahead. Because ours is simple: to educate Emaswati, to mobilize, and to make sure that we head ourselves to liberation. Okay, wonke umuntu lofuna ukuthi this project must be going forward or should go forward, sidinga ukuthi sibambisane in that regard. Last but not least, Maswati Lamahle, maybe one should touch a little bit on the issue of ifanda. Maswati Lamahle, but in whatever way possible, sitithole sizama kukhulisa nang umntwana. And there is only one way to do that, comrades and fellow Swazis. It is to show a demonstration. In whatever way sizame kukhulisa lo mntwana, it can be through financial resources in particular, but also in any other resource mobilization strategy that you can basically come up with to assist the movement in going forward. Let's remember, Emaswati Lamahle nonke ukuthi esikhathi its funding through Emaswati, le demand lesikhokha through the taxes and all that. The same principle has to apply, comrades and fellow Swazis. Swalimo wants to humbly request that nifake sandla nisisite ukuthi sikhone ukuchubeka lapho siya khona. Interestingly ke, Maswati Lamahle, there's been details that have been circulated to see to it ukuthi singabambisana kanjani in that respect. And there are many options, of course. And one of those, of course, ukuthi nje uma ngabe khona iSwati leli zabuke kakhulu lelivelana nalokho lokwendeka eSwatini, leli ngakhona kwenda, for example, it can be stock orders, it can be just donations, it can be sponsorship, whatever it is. Our existence depends on Emaswati. It depends on you. We don't want, and we are aware, Maswati Lamahle, we would see there are many countries out there labathengisa emave abo ngekuthi bathola ifunding somewhere else. It can be internationally, or it can be some institutions, of course, abroad, only to find that after some time lelo live alisenayo airport, because suddenly akusakhona ukutholakala ukuthi le mali seyibhadaleka kanjani, sekuthiwa ke hayi sibamba le airport. So siswalimi, we are aware of that, and asifuni ukuthengisa live. We want Emaswati ukuthi abe empowered politically and also economically. We don't want to be only politically excited, which is even liberated politically, because no, we are basically moving and we do have authority to run the state, but only to find Gusema resources of the state. And the economic mechanism of the state is basically residing somewhere else. So, comrades, we plead with all Emaswati in our beautiful country, and those, of course, outside to provide that basically financial support. And we call all comrades, of course, whose hearts are with Swalimo to support the movement. And we want to assure you, comrades, we will see our financial systems and the experts in the field are eagerly waiting to account on financial matters to our own Emaswati. So we also have, what I will refer to as intellectual property. When Emaswati, Swaziland is very rich in terms of, personnel or expertise and experts who are highly influential in different places, particularly in the academic and in different professions, of course. We have professors, we have doctors, we have MDs and key personnel in high-level areas of influence, particularly in the economic and political affairs of the country. And unashamedly, we extend an invitation to these giants because we know they are proud Swazis. And Iswalimo is not, shy to say it would be great to embrace these leaders.